Jesus Christ.
Okay.
In this episode of the Red Eye Report, we discuss computer graphic imagery. We rack our brains to figure out why a man would chop his own junk off. And as usual, we fucking do it live. With me this week is the all-seeing Oracle. Oracle once went to school specifically for CGI training. He quit when he found out it didn't stand for cock-gobbling incels.
Fucking bullshit, man.
Next to him is the fluffy teddy bear. Teddy, being an avid video game player, means he's seen a lot of CGI, so he knows what's good and what's not. Now, if he could just apply that knowledge to t-shirts, we could all have a pleasant experience.
Fuck you. We're not supposed to get personal, you son of a bitch.
We've also got a soot-covered Ashtray. Ashtray has a VR headset, so obviously Ashtray has virtual sex with it.
Mm-hmm.
Shit was so real, he didn't mind that it was really a 380-pound dude named Dylan from Queens.
Yeah, right? Don't ask me how he found his way in my apartment.
Last and
Dylan's
least, I'm the
packing the
Mistic.
beef.
Last and least, I'm the computer-generated version of Mistic. My cock is huge, and my belly isn't. And this is the Red Eye Report. That's a lie.
Still love you, man.
Anyway, let's open up this Wikipedia thing. Because we do deep research on the Red Eye Report.
Yeah, right.
Wikipedia.
Dive
all the way.
deep into the depths of our subscription to Wikipedia.
So there's a
Could be
there's a
changed
number
at
of
any
links
moment.
there, Oracle.
Yep.
I have them labeled for you to click whenever I say click, like Ashtray. No, I'm kidding.
Just tell me when I've got the tabs open.
It doesn't matter. You just play them whenever. Let's start with that. I think the first one is let me just start. The computer-generated imagery is the application of computer graphics in video, any media, right? So it encompasses a pretty big, broad thing. It could be animation. It could be whatever. It has to be computed and generated by a computer. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So the first feature film to make use of CGI was 1973 movie Westworld.
Really?
That link, I think, is the
Really?
first
Oh,
link.
the Yul Brynner movie?
Damn.
I have not
Yeah.
actually seen the original.
It's really crude. It's basically just when you a certain scene, you see him like I've never seen the movie, so I don't really know, but I assume he's one of the main characters. Like he's obviously
Oh, yeah.
a robot.
Fucking guy
And
from
he's like running. You like see it from his perspective,
Yeah, Yul
and he's
Brynner.
fucking and it like you know what I mean? It like
he was
right here
in
you'll see it. It turns to
Magnificent
fucking
Seven.
like it looks like
It's
Dune or
Yul
like
Brynner. He was
fucking
in everything
What?
back in the day.
yeah. That's computer generated imagery.
Okay.
That computer
Ah.
All right.
to create that, right?
I see.
Do you think people are just like, holy fucking shit?
With their minds, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah, no one had computers to even they probably didn't even know
Like
the
right here.
term.
Oh, my shit is
So anyway, other films
shows
to
up
use it. 1977, Star Wars used a little bit of it. Tron, The Last Starfighter,
Tron.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's fucking good
Young
shit.
Sherlock Holmes, Flight of the Navigator, which was a fabulous movie. I remember that as a kid.
Oh, Flight of the Navigator, I love that.
First music video to use CGI was Dire Straits. Money
Oh
for Nothing.
yeah, God, that fucking video.
So basically, you guys know the evolution basically through the 90s. So the first shit that really started to look good was Jurassic Park.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So, but there's so we're going to specifically talk though about, I wanted to incorporate the new Matrix because that's what I'm going to review. And I just didn't like it. It was a sloppy piece of shit, but we'll get to that later. But I wanted to talk about what made the Matrix famous, and that is what's called bullet time. Okay, so it uses the concept of God damn it. So that's the Matrix one. So it uses the concept of actually this happened back in the early 1800s. So this guy,
What?
he invented it. Yeah, listen, okay. So he invented this.
Bullet time.
I'm not going to
old
get
time.
specific. He invented this like concept, right, in the 1800s to solve a bet. Listen, it's to see if a horse's legs, all four, left the ground while it galloped, right? So he set up on the track like 100 and some cameras, all at certain increments. And when the horse passed each one, it set off this, or like popped this string that would click the camera. So it was like a frame. So he could see, and he invented basically what they used to create what the effect
The
called bullet
concept
time.
of multiple cameras, yeah.
Right. Yeah. So basically, the Matrix revolutionized, and there's actually like a Smirnoff commercial that used it before that, and a couple other things. The Midnight Mover one that I have labeled is fabulous. That is a 70s metal band from Europe that has a song called Midnight Mover.
Fucking accept, man.
And it uses this concept of having multiple cameras. So,
and then basically merging. Oh, I see. Awesome.
So it moves. Yeah. So they're doing it in practically, right? They have cameras actually set up that and are just edited that way.
Yeah.
What the Matrix did is it used computer generated cameras inside of a software to move it around the bullet.
Sure.
So around the subject while the bullet passed in slow motion. Right?
But they did have legitimate cameras
Yes, they did. Yes. But then
the software blended between them.
Okay.
Yeah. You're right. So, and that was like the first, that's what made it what it is, right? That's what made the Matrix like the biggest fucking thing in 1999.
It was a
If
game changer.
not years, right, beyond that, right? And it wasn't just that it was that effect, but it was the storyline was fabulous too. Like it was something different. You know what I mean?
This accept video is like the most epileptic triggering thing
right?
I've ever seen.
I know.
What year was this video made?
Like the 70s, I think. 77.
That is actually super trippy for
right?
Let's see here.
Its era.
1985.
80. Oh, I was way off. 85. Okay.
Still.
Yeah, that's fucking fabulous.
Well, imagine in 85 actually having to edit that.
I know, right?
Imagine that.
Yeah, because one dude was at it. Yeah, right. Those are
from
frames.
A video, compared nowadays, you could easily just put all the
same
timeline. Just flippy clip.
This fucking Smirnoff commercial is straight up Matrix shit.
Mm-hmm.
And this is before Matrix?
The Smirnoff commercial is actually really good. Yeah, 96. It won awards and shit. It's good, baby. Thank you.
And it's for Smirnoff.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, man, Smirnoff just reminds me of high school. That was when you felt like you had decent vodka. Yeah. Smirnoff, it's not Fleshman's.
Smirnoff Ice.
Man, this commercial is fucking crazy.
It is. Man, think of the budget. Whoa, that is all over the place.
Yeah.
Watch, we get a cease and desist by Smirnoff.
Oh yeah, we're getting something. This whole thing's getting shut down.
Can't play a fucking video. Goddamn algorithms looking for the patterns.
So here's the deal. I wanted to equate. That's just a real quick. I just wanted to explain CGI and that effect alone, right? Because I think that effect created the juggernaut that is the Matrix, right? And for them to take it and just give us some fucking slop together, I don't even know. It was just a regurgitation.
At this
same
at
bullshit.
this age, you can't do any more tricks.
But
all the tricks have been done.
You can.
Well, what? Tell me what hasn't been done.
Well, Mistic, you're probably going to get into this, but
this is
I'll let you get into it, Mistic.
You're talking about the video game thing?
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing. They missed a golden opportunity to do with technology what they already did 22 years ago, 21 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? They took technology and made it something different. They didn't necessarily
take technology. They just made a new special effect.
They used technology to create a special effect. Yes.
Yeah.
But why can't they do that same concept just in a different medium? Instead of having a movie,
right?
They could have a game.
Sure.
That is an open world game. Has anybody seen the movie? I don't want to spoil this shit.
I haven't seen it. I don't think I'm gonna.
I've seen it.
Okay.
I've seen it again.
So in the game or in the movie, spoiler alert if anyone's watching, they don't want to listen. So in the movie, Keanu's character Neo he's now a video game developer, right? like super famous for creating the game The Matrix, a 3-part fucking trilogy that made him like it was like the biggest video game in the world.
Yeah.
I don't. So why couldn't they take that concept? You play as fucking,
So the movie is about him making a video game, but they didn't actually make the video game.
The movie is about he's
still trapped in the Matrix.
He's still trapped in the Matrix. He's supposed to have died.
Matrix, in the Matrix, he is a video game developer that made the game The Matrix.
Right. To keep him in line, they make him think he programmed it.
Well, basically said, they set a meta thing and stepped out above what his entire idea and narrative was. Well, that's convenient.
And that's the thing. Like, if they wanted to do it that way, I think it would have made better. I just feel like it would have been better served to do it as a video game.
Well,
if that's part of the plot line, then yeah.
Right, and the way that video games look now, like you saw that fucking thing that was made.
Yeah, I'm playing it right now. So this is all in engine, and obviously it's them aged 20 years in the past.
Right.
So it's, they're doing the motion capture.
It's like basically, using the deep fake technology.
Right.
Right.
Which is pretty convincing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I was wrong before.
You are.
$250 million is what it costs to make GTA 5. Now, here's the question I want to pose to you guys. Do you think if they made an open world game based on The Matrix to replace that movie, like if they had never done the movie, if they had done it right and put $250 million into it, like a GTA 5, how popular do you think that thing would be on a scale of 1 to 10 globally?
Oh,
and
it'd be massively.
And then I'll tell you how much, and then you can guess how much GTA 5 has produced.
Well,
how much money it has made since it came out worldwide.
Right. Well, The Matrix is, universally fucking popular.
Right.
So it would be
but they'd have to go through the trouble of actually making a unique fucking.
They already did it. Game. They had a Matrix MMO game. It was called The Matrix Online. It came out in 2005. They shut the servers down. They shut the servers down, I think, like 5-6 years ago.
They wouldn't even have to do that, though. Like
they shut the servers down.
In this demo that they made, which, by the way, was made by a small team at Epic. It's just a tech demo. It's not like...
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
Something that they would do.
It only lasted 4 years. They shut the servers down in 2009.
This game, like right here, this gameplay sequence, this is basically on rails. Like, you're like, okay, shoot the tires out. And
shoot the tires and shit,
But... people would eat that shit up. They'd go fucking crazy over that.
Yeah, even if it wasn't an open world game.
Right.
Even if it was a narrative driven game like Uncharted or something like that.
Yeah. Then they wouldn't count it
like
as
a David Cage
game. They would just count it as a Matrix video game.
But
they wouldn't consider it.
It would continue the storyline is what I'm trying to say.
But they would just say it's a Matrix video game. Oh yeah, it's a sequel.
I don't know if they would if it was done right. If it had the money put into it.
Define right.
Yeah, I see what Mistic's saying. I mean, they've tried it in video games before, just like the Ghostbusters video game that came out for the 360 was actually supposed to be like the part 3. That's why everybody came back and redid their voices. And it wasn't really well received. So I mean,
wasn't well received, huh?
And they really tried. So I mean, you can't make everybody happy, especially when it comes to video games.
But this is where I'm seeing this. I don't know,
but I wasn't happy.
This is where I'm seeing this going, though.
I never even played it.
This is where I'm seeing this going. So, for instance, Xbox has their cloud gaming platform where you basically use their supercomputers to play your game, and if you have a fast enough internet connection, you can do it. You don't need that powerful of hardware to play this shit. You could have a TV, and even remember Bandersnatch on Netflix?
Yeah.
Bandersnatch was a game on Netflix.
It was interactive on Netflix.
It was like an FMV game where it was like videos. You'd tell people what to do and shit like that. You could do something like this where they could have the cloud shit going into your TV, and you could fucking, with your remote or whatever, they could sell little remotes or whatever, or if you had a console, even better. But I think that shit would blow up. And what Unreal or what Epic is showcasing here, they created this game in 1 year, or this demo in 1 year with a small team for the city. You can explore
the city,
the entire city.
It's a huge city.
And they built that city in no time at all because
on rock and roll.
Yeah, on rock and roll. They were listening to rock and roll, and they also did they used artificial intelligence. They loaded it in there. They took American cities like Chicago, New York, threw it in the blender. Okay, make a unique city or whatever. And it fucking created the city. They just touched it up, and there you go.
How much of the city did you really explore?
I explored
just
a shit
couple
ton
blocks here and there. Are you just on foot, or you get to drive
no,
around?
you can drive any car. There's around. Like fucking 40,000 cars you can drive.
Can you shoot shit?
Yeah. You can shoot shit in the beginning, but
in the beginning,
all it is
once it's exploring a city, you can only just drive around.
Yeah, but
you can fly around in drone mode, bro.
Right.
I mean, there's so much more you can do. I mean, download and try it out.
Fly around like
you can fly around.
It's showing off the new Unreal Engine 5 that they moved to because everything was on 4. Cool. And I kind of agree with this. If they don't, a lot of people downloaded this shit thinking it was a fucking game demo. And if they don't capitalize on this, they're fucking morons.
Right. Well, I guarantee we are going to see some movie studio looking at that and saying, "Hey, we're gonna fucking do something with this," because they'd be retarded if they didn't.
Here's the deal. They could put in.
The thing is, they will try it.
$250 million to make Grand Theft Auto 5. They made a fucking game for $300 million with that engine. Grand Theft Auto 5 has made almost $7 billion.
They've been milking that shit for a while.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They can milk to live and fuck. They could come out with different.
I can't believe it too because it took so long to load. I just
new game. You know what I mean?
Within
that engine.
Has any movie made that much money?
$7 billion?
No. Never.
Yeah.
No, but
not even close.
I don't know the metrics.
But this game has been released on 4 systems in like the past 12 years though. It's been out for a while.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 5 has.
That just tells you.
Well, that's
what
the
kind
running
of a
joke
game it is
that there's not a GTA 6 because they just keep milking and the GTA 5 engine
But what I'm saying is people still eat it up. So why wouldn't they eat up a phenomenally made game about the Matrix is what I'm trying to say.
So as far as CG in movies, I've got to say that some movies do it well. The movies that do it the best, or the studios that do it the best, is a mix of practical effects and CG. And they don't rely entirely on CG. For one thing, blood in modern movies is bullshit. It's just like this fake ass splatter, and practical effects is so much better for that. I know it's more expensive or whatever, but I was watching Lord of the Rings earlier today, and
those are well done.
They're well done, but now you look at it in 2021 and you're like, something doesn't quite look right.
That's because the CGI technology's gotten better.
I know it, but that's the thing. But that's all CG technology when you're trying to have real life people interacting with CG people or CG running on real life landscapes. It looks like shit. Like it's always going to look like shit in the future.
That's true. I guess I haven't seen it in years, so maybe if I look back, I'll be like, Ugh.
I mean, it looks great for what it is, but when you see the hordes of orcs and shit running across the ground, especially back in the older stuff, the shadows or something isn't right.
Do we do applause for the cause?
We didn't do applause for the cause.
Oh my
We did not.
God.
Our weekly benefit event for the Dane
Really?
County Humane Society.
Society, yeah.
Oh,
God, right.
Yep. We won't donate anything, but we'll tell you to.
Tonight's sponsored puppy is named Wiggles.
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 I love Wiggles.
Puppy's gonna have a rough life. Getting bullied on the playground dog part.
All right. So anyway, Teddy, what'd you think about the movie?
I did not like the fight scenes, and I didn't like the fight scenes because if you go back actually after the movie, I went back and watched some of the old fight scenes and things from the old Matrix, and they weren't extremely fast, and the things he's doing in John Wick were better. But if you watch the side by side fight of him and Lawrence Fishburne in the first one, when he thinks he knows kung fu, and then you watch the remake of it, it's the cuts are so the cuts are so bad. It makes it look so
Teddy,
bad.
I think your headset turned off.
Oh shit! I don't know. But one second.
We can still
We
hear
can still
you.
hear you through your Xbox, yeah.
Well, I'm on my, for some reason my headset cut off. When I click open to go to settings, it fucking is like, oh, I'm coming back. I'm sorry, don't fuck with me. But no, it's the fight scenes were just weird, and they were cut so weird. I was looking forward to the over exaggerated kung fu shit they did in the first ones, and they didn't do that. It was more like to somebody throw a punch and then it cut to this side and then cut back and forth. And I'm like, why are you doing this cutting in the fights? I mean, I didn't like that part.
Because that's the way it is now. You gotta cut everything.
The story of how they explain them coming back and everything else. I love comic books and dumb shit. So I mean, it was a fucking pretty interesting way of it. I didn't mind the story. What bothered me was when they turned into zombies. That's what bothered me. It's
spoiler alert.
It's in the first one the agents would could turn into anybody, because you don't know who to trust. In this one they explain it by everybody in the Matrix gets skinned but with a bot that they can take over at any moment. And so if they take over, like if they find somebody on a bus or whatever, they take over the whole bus, and they, oh my God, you got a swarm. And I'm like, really? I mean, come on. I'm like, really?
Well, you mean in the original, like they could just only take over one person at a time?
If you watch the originals, like one person sees something, and all of a sudden they turn to an agent, and that agent will go help fight off Neo, whatever.
Yeah. But now they can just convert a whole bus.
Now they do it to a whole city in seconds. And it was just weird. I'm like, it's.
Although, if you think about it, why wasn't the Matrix able to do that full scale?
It
like,
was probably a flaw, so they had an update. So that part really didn't bother me.
Here's the.
It was the way that they wrote it. I can't stand the writing was just atrocious.
It was. Bullet time and shit. I mean, they never called it bullet time in the Matrix. They just knew you were moving faster. The way it was
I know,
fucking,
right? Like it was fucking weird. Like he didn't know what's bullet time to Neo. Neo doesn't know what the fuck bullet time is. He's just in the Matrix.
Yeah.
Wait, so but they called it bullet time in the movie?
They started calling it bullet time.
Well, the thing is,
which is what they called it after.
Well,
after the game,
at least I haven't seen the
out,
movie, but I was. From what I read, it was like, yeah, that's the point of the movie. It's self-referential.
Yeah, I get that, but
sense.
Neo, the character, wouldn't know what bullet time is.
Yeah, he would, because the movie was part of everything, of the Matrix.
Shut the fuck up.
If the Neo knows everything, he would then know it.
Just shut the fuck up. God damn it.
Anyway,
shit.
It was a pile of shit. 2.5.
0.5 longs.
2.5.
Part 5 is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah, they're making.
I guess it's like Teddy said though. That's what you get when fucking you got just a conglomeration of estrogen and testosterone slopping around inside some dude.
Yeah. I mean,
well, yeah. Were they both involved, the sisters, or just one?
Just one. And apparently the studio was going to go ahead with the movie if she wanted to help or not. So like they were like, well, we're going to do the Matrix.
Did she direct it or did she just write it?
I can't.
I think she did both.
Okay. Yeah,
it did both.
I guess I assumed like it would. Because I only saw the one name, I assumed the other one was like maybe an executive producer.
It just felt like it was just resting on its laurels.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like making fun of itself in certain points. Like Neil Patrick Harris was good, but he's good in everything. So I mean,
best actor.
Everyone acted.
He's the best actor ever. He's gay as fuck, and he played the best poon hound on TV. I mean, shit, that's not fucking acting. I mean, what the fuck, bro?
She's gonna jam out with her clam out. Anyway, what'd you give it, Teddy? What do you think?
I give it a 3 out of. I give it a 3 out of 5, 2.5 out of 5. The nostalgia was nice up until the swarm shit. I mean, yes. I mean, they try to explain more and more things, and like Matrix Part 2 and Matrix Part 3, they try to explain werewolves and vampires and shit. Like you had to have a silver bullet to kill some of these motherfuckers. It was fun to see how when the computers kind of cheated everybody and just did a reboot instead of fucking going along with what they're supposed to. How certain people got how certain things came back. He fights old people. That was pretty. I mean, it almost nostalgic.
Sounds to me like it's leaning into Ready Player One kind of territory. But granted, I haven't watched it yet. But
I mean, it was
what you're saying, like,
old people and seeing how things matured and there's parts of the story. There were parts of the story that were pretty cool. Like that's awesome and things like that. But if it was a comedy, it would have been trying to write all the jokes it made in the first one. So in the last one. So
exactly, yeah, just regurgitated.
Yeah. So
anyway,
yeah, 2.5 out of 5.
All right.
The fight scenes are nowhere
near the What's Sexy. Oracle, getting comfy with the Quest 2.
Getting comfy with Quest 2. So I love VR, and I also get pissed off at VR because I want, a good VR experience, and it seems like every time I try to have that, like some fucking roadblock comes up, and it's like, Jesus Christ, like you haven't figured this shit out yet.
Yeah,
like
right.
What the
calibrate?
Fuck? God damn it. Well, I started playing Elite Dangerous again, which is
didn't invite Teddy, by the way.
A very good VR game. I'm not ready yet, Teddy. I'm getting
Come
ready.
on, I haven't played it. I've got to restart and catch up with you again because I haven't played the game in fucking like 2 years. I mean, shit, we can learn together. Go hunt some pirates.
So basically, you're flying around fucking space, doing that whole bit, and it plays really well in VR. I mean, because you're in your cockpit and in this shit and whatnot. But one of the things
sit in place
that I've had a lot of problems with the Quest 2 is the link cable. So the link cable is when you basically run a cable from your computer.
Oh wait, you're playing Elite Dangerous on the Oculus?
On the PC.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I didn't know you could play it on there.
Yeah. And link stuff, I was having like all kinds of issues with it or whatever. So I tried the Air Link. And the Air Link is basically where you use your router to do it wirelessly between your computer. And it's working really fucking well. I haven't had any problems with it.
Oh, yeah?
I can run music on my computer, and it'll actually pipe it through the Oculus. I pair my Bluetooth headphones to my Oculus.
So you don't feel, like there's any lag?
Yeah, no lag or anything. Looks good. I can pump up the resolution.
We still have that kind of adage where it's just like you gotta have hardwired to be like good VR.
Well, yeah. Oculus has actually done a really good job. You could do this before with virtual desktop, but once again, like there's always something that comes up, and this just fucking works, which is awesome. So I've been.
What's it called again?
What's what called?
The wireless
AirLink. AirLink. So the Quest 2 has AirLink. If you do the AirLink, don't do You'll need a fast internet connection. You can do like where it scales to your internet or whatever. I maxed it out at 200 megabytes per second through the Aerolink. It fucking looks good, plays good. It can stream my music across from my computer. Been really enjoying it, and it's nice to not have like fucking bullshit like, you know, pop up or whatever. So I feel like this is finally VR like I wanted it.
Yeah.
And you know,
well, for more and more people to adapt it, yeah, those hiccups have to get out of the way.
right, the hiccups. That's the thing, is it's like when it's good, when it's on point, you're just
When
like,
it's working.
fucking A, this is awesome. And then it's always some fucking thing. And the Oculus is great for, you know, getting people to use VR, but it's bad because it's pulling away from even though it is the top headset used for PC VR, it means that developers are not focusing on PC VR, they're focusing on Oculus. So they're focusing on lower powered shit. With this, because I'm using it on PC, I've got a fucking joystick. You know, I'm running a HOTAS joystick. You know, it really adds to the experience. You can't do that with just, you know, a native Quest game. And that's where a lot of the focus is. So, yeah, it's been cool.
And the thing is, too, is it might be where it has it may more efficiently become a thing where it's like your cloud gaming service, where it's like you are in your Oculus headset, but all the processing power is done in the cloud.
And that exists, but you have to run through a PC in order to do that. So then you have these other issues that come up with it.
There's still just like hiccups.
Right. Hiccups. Like, I look forward to the next generation of, I think Steam is actually coming out with the next generation of fucking wireless headset where, you know, it's going to be fucking awesome, where it's meant to work with a PC. Because at the end of the day, I want to leverage the power of my PC. And another thing too, like they have all these advancements like DLSS, which significantly...
What's that mean, DLSS?
Super sampling. Basically what it does is it uses AI to super sample the graphics, and it takes the load off of your graphics card. So you get significantly better performance out of it. And this is very common, and actually...
So is your CPU doing that processing for this AI, or
no? Your graphics card does it, and it just does it a lot. Basically, what it does is it processes a lower resolution, and then AI upscales it for the game.
So instead of actually rendering it at the full scale,
it doesn't render it.
That sounds kind of half-assed to me.
Well, it works really.
Well, that's exactly what. Yeah, that's a cool concept. That's the same as that editing system I was telling you about. Yeah. I edit a low res, and the thing that airs is the high res because it's just faster.
Right. It's faster. So you're doing lower end shit, and then it just up-reses it. This is very common for PC games. For some reason, they're not using it in VR games, which are, you know, these intensive things, because it has to render at a high frame rate. It has to have it in 2 different eyes, so you're doing it 2 times. So hopefully this is good. I want more from VR, though.
Fucking A.
Oracle's demanding man.
I just want full dive. Like Ready Player One shit. I'm ready for it. I will die in VR.
Die. All right.
Yeah, right. That's only if society can sustain itself.
Next, we got me with the Caracan and the London system. These are both chess turns. The Kairokan is a defense that you use with the black pieces, and the London system is an offensive opening. And I've learned them from that Gotham chess guy, which I have the link there to a video for the Kairokan, I think. But I've gained almost 100 ELO, which is the rating system in chess, since I started using them, and I'm getting better and better. So, like, dude, and it's just, I don't know, man. It's so, I love it. It's just, the strategy is just fucking great.
So 100 ELO, like, how long?
Yeah, how much do you win? How much do you get per match you win, or whatever?
Depends on how strong your opponent is. So let's say I made it up to like 1250 in Rapid, which is, I don't normally play.
What's the highest rank you can get in Rapid?
It can go up to fucking whatever. The highest person ever rated.
Oh man, he's a whatever.
The highest person ever rated is Magnus Carlsen. He's a 2903, I think, right now. He's the world champion, and he's autistic, basically. So 29, like the range is about 2200. You're considered a master. Above 2200, you'll reach like IM status or foreign master, international master status, and then grandmaster, which is 2800 or above. So I'm firmly
went
in the
up
amateur.
100.
Yeah.
Comparatively to a previous time without this, where you were actively playing chess, how much faster is this that you've gained?
Quite a bit. It's just you learn more of a repertoire to counteract what people are doing. So, you know, you have to learn many, many different openings and shit. This is only the beginning of the journey. But, like, for each person I'm playing at my level, I'd probably say you gain between 6 and 9 points if you win, and you lose about 6 to 9 if you lose. All depends on, you know, how good they are, how much more they're rated or lower they're rated than you. Anyway, yeah, if you like chess, check out Gotham Chess. He's an international master, and the dude knows his shit.
He looks almost like a fucking Harry Potter.
Yeah, he's like he gets pissed off because people call him that all the time.
Oh, really?
He's a New York Jew, so like when he does get pissed off, it's actually pretty funny. Because like he has like that New York accent, and he starts yelling at people because he'll play people on the street or like in parks in New York and shit. And like these black dudes, you know, they'll come out and be like, "Oh, you look like Harry Potter, motherfucker!" You know, and then he whips the shit out of them over the board. Anyway, all right, Teddy, chorus.
Oracle, play it.
Right,
play it.
I found this game chorus on Xbox. It is a space game. You play as Nara, who used to be a high like priestess or whatever in this space cult called the Circle. It's very Star Trekky because these cult people that's called the Circle have tapped into some kind of power or whatever. Her ship is sentient and you can link with it, and she's a badass. You have abilities. I haven't gotten too deep into the game. I've got 2 abilities: sensor and teleport, which is pretty cool. The game it looks fucking awesome. It's only $40. It's published by Silver.
Deep Silver.
Deep Silver. That's what it is. Yeah. I love space games. One of the things I like about this game is the controls in space. I bought the Star Wars game, and those controls suck in it.
Yeah, they did.
Those controls suck. The game is awesome, but the controls fucking suck, and you can't change them so much. And in this one, the controls they're fucking awesome. If I could have these controls in the Star Wars game, it'd be great. This first battle, I get my ass beat. I do win the battle, but I do get my ass beat. The battles I think are awesome and pretty cool. It's like I said, I haven't got too deep into it, but it looks great. I love flying around and doing stupid shit, doing missions to get better gear or money, so that you can go and buy other things. Right here, you're gonna see me going to the shop going to the into the Enclave for the first time, which is where the shop is.
Called Chorus.
It's called Chorus. It's only $40. It's on Steam. And it's on Xbox. It's a really beautiful, really good game. One of the there are some things they make you do. You start off the game with a different ship, and then you go to find your ship that you towed. Anyway, it's part of the story. But in order to get the ship out, you get new abilities. One of them is drift, and you have to do this little drift shit. Get up momentum and then drift around and shit and shoot these little things. And I didn't.
So like that other game we played. What the hell was that? House of the Rising Sun.
House of the Rising Sun, yeah, or something. Sins, no, something. Maybe how. Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, I actually stopped playing the game for a few days on that part because I don't like being trapped in an area and having to learn new ability to get out. But after I actually learned how to do it and got out, the first thing I had to do was fight an enemy, and the only way to beat him because he has shields in the front is to drift around the back of him. It's a pretty. I can't wait to find out more about the story of this game. She got away from the circle.
Oh shit! This only just came out December 3rd.
Yeah, it's a new game. She got away from the circle and went to the outer rims of the galaxy, where people know of the circle, but they don't know she was part of it. And now the circle are coming, and she's let her secret be known, and she's helping everybody else fight them off. It's a pretty cool fucking game. The graphics are great, and for $40, I mean this game's pretty fucking cool. The second battle, I had my shit together.
It's getting a very positive on Steam.
Yeah, reviews that I saw actually said that it was like a very awesome story-driven game.
It is. It's a very story-driven game. Yes. But it's in order to get I've gotten so many I've been doing every side mission I can because you get either money or better gear from the side missions. And I've already got a level 3 Gatling gun and shit. It's fucking dope. I like it. So,
yeah, it looks pretty fucking cool.
You're fucking.
I am fucking dope. I am going to start. I am going to get the stream key from Oracle. So
Boy,
sing some Stone Teddy.
Nobody cares.
Everybody cares. Okay?
Bingo balls, bitch.
Bingo balls.
Nice alliteration. Ashtray's asshole alliteration.
So I am upgrading the meat raffle soon.
So why are you showing us bingo balls? Like, what's going on? You can put them down.
These are going to replace the chips that I use when I draw the numbers at the meat raffle. So, like, normally what it is
when you said they're for the meat raffle, I thought you were giving out as prizes at meat raffle.
No.
I was like, that's why I was like, who the fuck wants bingo balls, bro? I want some. What the fuck? I came in for steak.
I want some meat.
I came in for steak.
These motherfuckers are professional. Like, look at this. I don't even know how.
So, do you have a bingo roller? Do you have a caged roller?
Oh,
dude,
I have you
a
should
roller
get
cage.
one of those. Oh, you do? Where you fucking crank it?
Not the cranking kind. What I actually got is a fucking bird cage.
That's some Trailer Park Boys shit there.
Right?
Totally. Exactly. That is my point. It's gonna be like Trailer Park Boys. It's golden. It's a golden bird cage.
Yeah, because it's a bird cage.
And you can shake it around.
Oh my god!
I made sure that the wire gaps were small enough that these things.
That is awesome.
Okay, so Oracle, when you went to the meat raffle, nobody got stabbed. You telling me nobody got stabbed?
Nobody got stabbed, man. It's a good time.
Shit,
but you know what?
Somebody got stabbed.
You gotta take a flavor of it. You know, it's like it's a dive bar. Like, yeah.
So is it okay? So at the meat raffle, is the meat refrigerated? And then you
no,
claim it afterward?
Absolutely not. It's on the pool table.
It's on the pool table. I mean, it's refrigerated beforehand.
That's awesome.
But yeah,
you don't even at least have a cooler and shit, dude. You don't have a cooler?
Well, yeah, it's in the cooler up until the meat raffle. Then it's out there during the meat raffle.
So how long does the meat raffle? How long does it take?
Meat raffle can go about. If it's a straight on meat raffle, about 2 hours.
So 2 hours in room temperature for meat.
Yep.
If it drops to like one, oh my god, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, it's not like getting.
People are coughing all over it.
It'll be all right. But then what happens if they get it? Do you put it back on ice? Do you refrigerate?
We'll put it in the cooler for them. Yeah, people win it. Point being though is like, look at how these they're printed on all sides. I don't know how they do that. But
What did
anyways,
those cost you?
setup was $83.
$83.
Yeah, but no, this is professional shit though, motherfucker.
I need to get into the fucking bingo ball game.
Where'd you
Yeah.
get those from?
Mr. Chips. Been in the business for years, they say.
Mr. Chips.
Chips.
Yeah, it's called the
It
business
just
called
sounds
Mr.
like
Chips.
some dude that hangs out at CVS. that
Their
you buy
website looks
drinks
like it
off
was
of.
totally made in fucking 1999.
Well, that's when you know it's legit.
Dude,
But like, yeah,
Oracle,
like,
do you
well,
remember?
they
I'm
make
sorry.
the real shit.
Do you remember when we ordered buttons in Sync Room
Yeah.
after we hung out with fucking Bowl Scraper?
Mhm.
And they like sent us to that website and then we like never got the buttons. I don't even know how much we paid.
Right.
Yeah, I know it wasn't like a shit ton of money.
Yeah, it turns out you can't trust the word of a band called Bull Scraper.
Right?
The dude dressed up in a giant zigzag costume for every.
They were the greatest band I've ever seen live.
And the other part was the Domino's. Did you guys see these ads? I mean, Gran, this could be like a complete marketing scam, and like only a couple Domino's have done this, but apparently, Domino's, and it may be just this one franchise, but has this ad where the Domino's bought gift certificates from all the local restaurants.
I did see that, yeah.
Yeah, it's a commercial of Domino's. Yeah, we've all seen it.
And
Pizza
okay,
still sucks.
hey man, I like me some Domino's. It's better than Pizza Hut.
No, it's not. No, it's
Yeah.
not. No, it's not.
I'll cut you.
Oh, fuck you. All right, fine.
Wow. You guys really fighting over Pizza Hut?
No,
Yep.
my
Pizza Hut,
pizza's better.
Domino's.
My pizza's
Anyways,
better than everybody. So
it's
I
a
don't give
feel-good
shit.
thing where Domino, this franchise, maybe it was only this one franchise, and they're just milking the goodwill. But basically, they went out and bought gift certificates from all the local restaurants, and then would give them out with their pizzas, when
yeah.
people would buy Domino's. So then, whether they use the gift certificates or not, it is still supporting the local restaurants.
Mm-hmm. Did
So
they
it is-
actually?
I thought
did they
Domino's did it as a
buy-
corporation. I didn't know they did it as like this one Domino's did it. I thought it was one corporation as a corporation. That's
Oh, it
That's
might have been.
commercials.
That's the thing is, I don't know if it was like all Domino's are doing it, or if it's just a few franchise. Or like they just have this one guy they're interviewing here, where it's like, oh, he's owner in Colorado. It's like franchise owners sometimes just like, oh yeah,
what
I've
sexy
got
Domino's commercial?
10. Yeah,
All
the
right,
commercial.
are we done? Oh, wait,
Yeah,
what are
move
we doing?
along.
I'm just.
I don't need to explain
All
the
right.
economics, Teddy.
Okay, fuck what you think. This is where we tell you to go fuck yourself. Oracle, uppity Christians. Go fuck
Uppity
yourself.
Christians. So
Fucking
you
good.
guys might have seen that I posted a video, I think it was yesterday, about God's plan for 2022.
What? No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, you did.
Oh, I didn't
get a
I'm
chance
gonna,
to look
I'm
at it.
gonna share the screen. So it's just a 20-second video, just kind of,
Like a 20-second video does.
right, making fun of fucking our COVID
Shit, I
and
can't even read that fast.
world events.
And then there's Rocket League.
Right. So basically, the video, what it's doing is it says God and his apostles or whatever are sitting up there like planning, like, what are we gonna do for 2022? And God's
Rocket
like,
League?
he's like, okay, I'll do something. And what that video is, if somebody plays Rocket League, that's a pinch shot on a tip off where it's a rare thing where you just blast the ball in and you can't do anything about it. and it says very quickly on there, it's like hopes and dreams, and then the ball is obliterated, and it's like COVID, superstorms, fucking global conflict. You know, just it's just making a joke about shit happening. Well, I posted this on some subreddits, like funny videos, and I start getting these disclaimers like, don't spread COVID disinformation.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Another one.
Anything that says COVID. That's why some people censor the word COVID.
Right. Another one I got that said, this is offensive. Nobody, be nice to people. On YouTube, I'm getting comments from Christians that are saying like, repent, or you don't have respect. And it's just, it's ridiculous.
I don't have respect for a God who says nothing when he has representatives like this.
This is so innocuous compared to fucking other shit that we encounter.
Right. Yeah, no shit.
And it's like, come on, it's just a fucking joke. Like, have you ever watched a behemoth video?
Oh shit, right?
So yeah, that's
Have you heard of deicide?
Right. But one of the great things with that video is because I put tags like God's plan and shit like that, and I can see like how people are coming to it, and it's showing up in people's like YouTube like watch next and suggestions and shit.
Good.
So these people that
so
are probably
great.
legitimately looking for God's plan.
Yeah, right.
What, they go to the fucking Drake video?
They're seeing this
Is that
fucking...
a Drake video?
What is it? A song? God's plan.
Oh,
God's
yeah, I
plan.
don't know.
I've never heard it.
But it's
Really?
like, come on, man. Lighten up. We're in this together.
What do you mean, really, Teddy? Would you really think I would hear that song? Where would I hear that song?
Because you don't leave the house.
I'm saying really that Drake has a song called God's Plan.
Oh, I thought you said
I'm like,
that.
really? Yeah. I don't fucking listen to Drake. I didn't know he had a song called God's Plan.
Well, it's just like,
I mean, that's as retarded as. I mean, that's him having a song called God's Plan is as retarded as fucking Kanye West holding Sunday services. Okay?
That's just
It doesn't
okay.
make any
It was
goddamn sense.
popular enough that as a wedding
But they want me to take
DJ,
their religion seriously.
I know
Fuck
it.
them.
I know a lot of
Oh,
songs.
you
that-
know it. Yeah, I get that you would, but I won't.
Yeah.
I don't know what the
I don't.
Anyway. All right, I'm up next. Scarves and hooker boots.
You listen to it, you'll hear it.
I don't know why this says hooker boots, because this has nothing to do with hooker boots. But
You're a hooker
I
puss.
don't
Somebody-
really trust women who wear scarves all the time. Like, what are you hiding, bitch? You know what I mean? Like, what
like
the fuck are you hiding?
scarves around
your-
their neck?
Yes, yeah. So, like, every outfit they just have, like, a scarf that goes with it. Like,
Okay,
you know what
so-
I mean? Are they covering up hickeys? The scars?
No, maybe their neck is just a little cold.
Has your guma been wearing scarves a lot?
It's
What?
an accessory.
Has your guma been wearing scarves a lot?
That's true.
No,
it
it's
is.
just a
It's
chicken
totally.
work.
It's just
It's
an
just a chicken
accent
work.
accessory.
Oh, you
Women
I
have
get
all
that, but it
kinds of-
annoys me because it looks weird.
I can't
so-
stand scarves.
You're too
I
particular.
can't
Mistic.
either.
I
Like
think
wearing
it's weird to have
them?
a scarf.
For a dude who walks around with a fucking boot, why aren't they
Hey,
like? Why is
hey,
the guy just
I have
wearing
the
a
right to
boot
be
all the
judgy,
time?
Right,
because
but he
I know
has
they're
to-
judging
he
me,
has
and I
to
don't
wear that
give a
boot.
fuck.
Scarves.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
scarves
doesn't
are meant
have
to
to
be
wear
worn
scarves.
around the neck and things for warmth in the code. And
You're
like,
right.
we-
You're right. The boot is a necessity. But I'm saying, if
So-
you got that kind of a necessity, don't judge someone's accessories.
I can judge them all they want, dude. I don't give a fuck. Fuck
They're
her.
judging your boot.
I will tell you, I've been fighting.
Exactly. Why do you think I'm
I've been-
judging her?
Okay,
I've been
I see.
fighting
It's a
the
reciprocal
urge to get those
judgment.
Taliban
They're
scarves
judging the
for
shit out of me.
the guys wear for fashion and shit. I've been fighting the urge to get. a few
Yeah,
of
that's
those.
like what it
Well,
is. Like, it's kind of like that.
Taliban
would, like,
scarves
What?
for fashion.
Like a burqa.
It's like, well, not like a burqa, but you know how they got like if you ever see like the army guys with the scarves around, like
Oh,
scarves like up
yeah.
to here,
Scarves,
you
you're
just pull up
talking
here.
about the,
Right.
A lot of hipsters and
full,
shit have been
like,
wearing those as as
fatu, I
fashion.
think they're called, where it's like a full blanket kind of thing
so
around the
it's,
shoulders.
I thought about getting a couple of them because I like matching colors and shit, especially when I have when I'm wearing my little Green Lantern or any kind of comic
Hell
book shit,
yeah,
man.
color coordination, motherfucker.
I mean, really, right? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. These guys don't know because they don't leave the house.
Gay as fuck. Ashtray,
Yeah.
CDC.
It is not
Yeah,
gay to look good.
What?
Okay, you can't say it's gay to look good, bro.
You're right. It is not gay to look good.
Be mad because your
Super gay to
boot
look
don't
good.
match
These
nothing.
people don't leave the house. They don't have to work with the general
Dude.
public like we do.
Dude, my boot is black. It matches everything.
Teddy and I know.
I mean, yeah. I mean, shit. I wouldn't wear that fucking red ass Waldo hat, but yeah, I know. Moving on.
Ashtray, CDC. These nuts.
No, the CDC. Oh man, with the so it's like, oh, Omicron. You know, like the news is like, Omicron, it's going fucking crazy. Spread. CDC's like, oh yeah, well, if you get it, now you don't have to isolate for 10 days. You can isolate for only 5. And it's just like, how will you know whether you have the Omicron or the Delta or, you know, it's just like, what the fuck? This is why people are getting pissed, and it only fuels that extra suspicion and doubt.
Well, yeah, but in most people, but like in some people, like it's I feel like it's kind of starting over. I had a couple come in at a restaurant the other day, and we were packed, and they wanted to sit on the patio, and we only had one server. And I was like, we're not sitting anybody on the patio, and they were like, well, we don't want to sit inside. I was like, well, then why did you come out?
Yeah,
to a
right.
restaurant?
Like,
I mean, why did you come out to a restaurant? I mean, I get it's unusually warm for fucking December, but I mean, it's I don't understand. I feel like
yeah,
it's
like
starting
our
over.
patio's closed right now. That's the
I mean,
thing.
I feel like it's starting over, and it's you know, it's gonna get weird. And scared white people are never
It's
fun.
gonna get weird. He said.
Scared white people ain't fun.
And
Well,
the
a
thing
lot
is,
of
too,
people
is
are
like,
getting fucking sick.
people.
Yeah.
They are getting
Yeah,
sick.
I mean,
but
a
they're
lot
not
of people
dying.
are
Like,
getting
Yeah,
it.
they're not dying.
They're not dying. They're not dying. They're like CNN doesn't have the ticker up. You know what I'm saying? They're not dying.
Right,
I get they're getting sick, but nobody.
Right.
People aren't dying like they have been dying. People, yes, the hospitals are getting full and shit, but they're not getting. People aren't dying in the droves that people are worried about. But people still have that same fear of it. And I get you want to protect yourself and protect other people and
And
things
that's
like
fine.
that.
Stay
But
home again.
Get a booster.
Right.
Restarting
Get a
that fucking
booster.
fear of people.
Do whatever.
And when people start doing irrational shit like punching somebody because their job said, "Hey, tell that guy he's got to wear a mask." I mean, it's look, it's gonna be weird.
Yeah, you know, and businesses are like, I live in Dane County. I don't know. Do you have in Milwaukee? Is there a mask mandate at all?
No.
Yeah. So,
I don't think anybody's reinstated. I don't think anybody places reinstated a mask mandate that
well,
I've heard of. So,
New York did.
oh, did it? Okay, well,
It's till January 15th, I think.
Dane County extended theirs till February.
Wow, really?
I live in the South. I don't have to wear.
But
a
the
mask.
thing is, it's like it's a mandate, and it's kind of like one of those where, like, basically you'll get these butthurt people who are like these anti-maskers, who are worse than anti-vaxxers, where it's like, whoa, when you ask them like, "Can you please wear a mask?" they get all butthurt. And the thing is, though, it's like it's kind of this counter narrative of like, oh my God, Omicron's spreading so fast. Oh yeah, by the way, you no longer have to spend 10 days, and you get 10 because there's
it was
talk
a dumb.
that well, there's also talk
decision.
that it's pressure from big business like fucking Amazon and can't remember what other industry was basically trying to get it's like, listen, or the airlines actually, that was what it is. Because all these flights that have to be canceled because we don't have people working because they have to stay technically for 10 days isolated.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we cut that in half, that basically frees up probably a lot of people, if not half of those who self-isolate. So big business leans their fucking thumb on there. And
it all boils down to money.
Hey, I'm hoping I get. So I've got the vaccine. I've got the booster. I'm hoping I get the fucking Omicron.
Just to see how it goes.
Well,
Bring
just
it, bitch.
get that fucking immunity, man. I'm set for the next one. That's the thing. There's gonna be a next one.
Oh yeah, that's
right.
the way it's going.
No, there's gonna be a real one. Okay, not a next one, a real one. This was.
Yeah, these are all
fucking scared ass white people.
They are very. minor. Teddy's right.
I mean, like read the stand and shit. If fucking Sergeant Tripp comes around, and fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's gonna be some shit that where people like when they shit themselves, they like their intestines come out. I mean, it's gonna be some bad shit.
Polio.
There's already that. It's called Taco Bell.
Yeah, but you can recover from that within like a day.
Yeah.
I got a question for you fellas. Why doesn't Taco Bell have a playground? Because it's hard to have fun when you might shit yourself.
No, it's not. Teddy, crack is going cray cray.
You said it wrong. His crack is going cray cray. Okay, so one of my fuckers you thinks a while back was when they started reopening up the flights from the coronavirus. White people not wearing masks, knowing when they buy the ticket, the airline says you gotta wear a fucking mask, and then they act a fool. On this particular flight, it was from Tampa to Atlanta. A young, I thought she was younger in the video. Patricia Cordwell, she's 51. She hit this guy in the head. 51. In the link there's a video of it. She came out. She went to the bathroom in the back of the plane.
I can imagine she's in her 30s.
When she comes back out, there is the ladies doing the drink car service and she can't get by. And so she says, "Hey, why don't you have a seat back here when I get done?" It's happened to me before. Just sit back next to somebody in an open seat or whatever, and just hang out until drink service over or until they pass the point where you can get to your seat. But instead of doing that, she replied, "Who am I, Rosa Parks?" and so
what?
And so another white guy was like, "What the fuck? You're not black. This isn't Mississippi. This isn't Alabama, and we're not on a bus. Just have a seat." And shit. And then they get into it. He told her to sit down, Karen. She ended up smacking him and then fucking spitting on him. And all this bitch had to do was sit down and wait until like I said, either fucking drink service was over or they passed the point where she can get to her seat and the lane wasn't blocked. But she decided to fucking. I mean, it just. I mean, yeah, and then to go after the guy that said something.
Did they have to actually? Did they have to land the plane early or anything?
No, I mean, they fucking once she got to Atlanta, she fucking got arrested. She's facing up to a year in prison and at the end and like $100,000 fine.
Good.
But I mean,
don't fucking let that.
Man, if I was in a situation like that, if I was on a flight like that, I'd totally play the terrorist card. And if this woman was up there fucking doing all this crazy shit, I just put her in a sleeper hold and say that she was a fucking threat to the plane.
Just let it go. Just let it go. Yeah.
And
I just think it's weird to spend that money and to go on these flights. It's like flying is not cheap.
Fucking entitled, man.
And it's,
oh yeah. There's a certain level of entitlement, and I think there's people who just want everything to be like 2019.
I think it's just white people not being told no, and now they're being told
bad.
no. Now they're being told no.
It's really interesting too because her mask was down during this entire interaction.
Right. We're doing and during the interaction, they were like, "Can you put your mask up?" I don't know. Apparently, sorry, I just hit the bowl. That's a weed cough, not Corona. We're good. He had his mask down too, but apparently he was eating or whatever. But look, when you buy the tickets, you have to wear a mask. You do. You have to wear a mask, and it literally as long you can have I've literally been on a plane with a bag of Cheetos and watched like a 2-hour long movie, fucking eating Cheeto one by one. Just and as long as you have something to eat in front of you, they don't say shit to you. And it's. I don't get what. Yeah, just crack is going cray cray. Don't fuck up my flight. If I have to turn around and fuck my shit up and man,
the thing is, I think what you're seeing is like white people being told restriction and rules. Like how many, like how many people, black people do you see flipping out about the fucking masks? No, it's entitled white people.
Right.
I mean, yeah, and like I said, especially after they know when you buy their ticket, they see the email saying you must wear a mask in the airport and on the plane unless you were eating.
After 2 years, come on, it's a common courtesy. Like, Come on. It's not like we're asking you to
It should be
fucking.
as
Telling you,
normal as
man,
taking your
just-
fucking shoes off when you go through TSA.
Just yell out, "She's got a bomb," and then
Yep.
kick her in the back of the knee.
I've said the TSA.
You're right.
guy,
We've been
I-
taking our shoes off for fucking years.
Like, I would say the TSA guys like,
Oh,
like
gotta
dude, I'm
wear
not.
Why?
Spell-
Because of the fear of terrorists, not a virus. Oh,
Well, no,
fuck.
yeah, some idiot put a bomb in his shoe. I was like, bro, these are Jordans. I ain't finna set these motherfuckers on fire. Well, that's
Yeah.
motherfuckers you think. Just crackers going cray. Just if you go fly, you retard. Abide by the rules, for fuck's sake.
Word.
Get to your vacation spot or get back home.
Crackers.
Black man is telling you to abide by the rules. Go
Hey,
figure.
black people wear their mask.
Not all the time.
I don't wear a mask at all.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
It's true, because you're in fucking Nashville.
There's
I'm
like
also vaccinated.
20,000 people having an orgy every day on Broadway.
Yeah. Daisy
Look,
Dukes for
y'all
miles.
made me go there. I told y'all y'all didn't want to see it. But Ashtray
No.
like, yeah, we do.
I totally wanted to see it, and I appreciated
But
it.
that one chick in the snakeskin pants, she had a fat ass. Remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
Fat ass. Sorry. Go ahead.
All right. In all seriousness, go fuck yourself, softcore porn. That's our show.
I mean, really.
We're going to be here every Wednesday or Thursday night at 10 p.m. Central. You're never going to know, so we're never going to be famous. Make sure you join the conversation at theredeyereport.com or facebook.com/theredeyereport. And you cannot twiddle us anymore, so go fuck yourself. Like us, share us, or fuck us. We're down for whatever. I'm Mistic.
I'm Oracle.
This is the Ashtray.
Eddie.
What?
Nah, I fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Teddy. Mystic fucked up my shit, just like a white man would do for a
The
brother.
Red Eye Report. What? What'd you say?
Yeah, I said it just like a white man would do for a brother.
Did you say darky?
Yeah, right?